Live from 42nd Street in New York City, you're watching Pix Morning News.
All right, coming up at 8 o'clock, the secret millionaire.
Right, the time right now is 7:58. We'll be right back. And one of the youngest self-made millionaires in history is paying it forward. Find out how when Gurbaksh Chahal stops by live, and Dr. Steve is on call.
He is the epitome of the American dream. Gurbaksh Chahal dropped out of high school at 16 to work full-time on his internet company, and 2 years later, he sold it for $40 million. It gets better. His second company was recently bought by Yahoo for $300 million. Now he's sharing the secrets of his success. Welcome, Gurbaksh. That's an incredible story. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
What was it at 16 that gave you that kind of confidence, and what did your parents say when you told them you're going to drop out of school to devote full time to the company?
I think my family was going through a struggle, so it was like my way to go ahead and help out in the family. So I remember my first job was McDonald's, didn't work out in the interview process, so I said, let's take life in my own hands, and here I am.
What a fateful decision that was. All right, you share some of the secrets to your success in your book called The Dream. What advice do you have for people who maybe want to be entrepreneurs, or even people who are out there right now being entrepreneurs but aren't having the kind of success they want?
Well, it all started with, my dream, and I think that the first and foremost thing is never stop dreaming. And I guess to elaborate on that is that you got to find out what you really want to do and be excited about for the rest of your life. And for me, I was fortunate I was able to find that out at 16, and that was probably my head start. So the quicker you can find that out, that's really going to be
you got to be passionate about what you do, right? What words of wisdom do you have for people who maybe live paycheck to paycheck, much like me and Sukanya, who would love to be entrepreneurs someday and not have to do that necessarily?
Well, I think elaborating on what I said before is like it really, I think the life lesson around there is surrounding yourself around people that want to see you successful or want to be successful with you.
How do you stay motivated? You've done so well. You've just cashed in on 2 companies. You have more money than probably anybody could ever know what to do with. How do you stay motivated to take it to the next level and keep doing some of the things?
I never did anything for the money, and again, I never thought that when I was 16, 2 years later, I'd be selling my company for $40 million, and I never thought, by 25, I'd sell my second company for $300 million.
You're on a roll. The next one's going to go for $700 million.
I wish so. Hopefully that happens. But I think that's the whole secret of life, is that you got to do stuff not for monetary reasons and let that come at the end of it.
I think that's excellent advice. You're on a show called Secret Millionaire. The show premieres tomorrow night. Tell us about this show.
It's actually a great concept. The idea of it is that I'm basically taken to an impoverished neighborhood where I'm undercover, and I basically spend some time there. I lie basically by saying that I'm doing a documentary on the neighborhood, and at the end of the journey, I actually reveal my identity based on the places and charities that I helped out at, and I actually give a portion of my wealth to either individuals or the charities that I spent the most time with.
That sounds fantastic. All right, well, you're about to conquer TV, you've conquered business. What's in the future for you?
First and foremost, I'm an entrepreneur, so I think that that's where my DNA is, and I hope to have, I hope that more successes follow the 2 that I just carried over.
Fantastic. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's an inspiring story. Thank you so much for coming in, Gurbaksh. The book is called The Dream. It's available in bookstores right now, and Secret Millionaire premieres tomorrow night on Fox, but you can catch his episode on December 11th.